Good morning. Welcome to the Changeover podcast, live from Wilson, flagship, Soho. My name is Justin Roberts, and to my left, I have a treat for you, the greatest tennis player of all time from Antigua and Barbuda. If anybody knows where that is, this is my brother, Jody McGinley. And anybody in here seen the show before? By show of hands? So if you haven't seen it, me and this guy have been friends for 20 years, so if we start to be mean to each other a little bit up here, just know it's friendly fire. Nothing's gonna happen up here, everything is good. And today, the reason that we're all here, Mr. Wilson himself, and the guy who...
Where's him?
Yeah. The guy who actually ended my junior career. I don't know if you remember this, but...
You said we're starting live. I'm getting tight.
No,
live.
right away.
And now straight away you say
ended
this.
the junior career, brother. It was 2014, Nanjing, China, Youth Olympics.
Yes.
I played you in doubles, first round, and mixed doubles, first round. I don't know if you remember.
I remember normally all my matches. I don't remember doubles.
I wish I could forget. It wasn't too quick of a match. It was too long of a match. We have Mr. Karen Khachanov with us today.
Thank you, guys.
A round of applause. Speaking of that match, you played with obviously your good friend Andrey Rublev. Curious, having somebody around your same age who you sort of went through the ranks with at the same time, as friends and on court and off court, how has that relationship with him been helpful to you as a person and a player?
Listen, yeah, I mean, it was actually with him and with Daniil Medvedev as well. So we are the same generation, same year. Andrey is 1 year younger. So, you know, we grew up together. We practiced together a lot of times in Moscow, in Russia at that time. Then later on, I moved to Spain, let's say early juniors career, actually when we played in Youth Olympic Games against you. And actually Andrey joined us also to train together in Spain. So again, we spent some time together. So obviously we are still obviously good friends. We were sharing a lot of moments together. I think, you know, motivating each other, challenging each other on a daily basis in the practice, in the matches. So yeah, I would say I think that's why three of us, we kind of maybe made this step forward to improve and to rise up earlier, and you know, looking at each other and trying to beat each other at the same time.
So that's kind of like us. So I'm curious.
It's not really like us.
No, in a way that we live together a lot.
Okay.
So we went to the same places to train, and I'm curious if there's anything about Andrey that people wouldn't know that can get under your skin that's a little bit annoying. For example, like Jody, if you think you're gonna bring him like a new song, a show, or an idea, and he's gonna be like excited with you, you thought wrong. And then 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years later, he's gonna play that song in front of you as if he found it himself. He's gonna be enjoying it. Is there anything like that about Andrey that you picked up knowing him so many years?
The problem is Andrey that he doesn't talk.
Okay.
So I like to ask questions. I'm destroying him with questions and asking a lot of things, and he's like, okay, yeah,
really?
like that. So yeah, sometimes it's not easy to get an answer from him, and this is his style, his personality. You know, is like this. So if it's something similar what you mentioned, I need to really try to dig deep and remember any funny story.
So what about when he was making music a little bit at some point? Was that a surprise to you?
That was a big surprise, I must say. When the video went viral on YouTube, I would say it was a big surprise for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I was laughing non-stop for 30 minutes, I think. I still do if I open this video.
so you made fun of him, good. Good, I like to hear that. So to the tennis now. We have 2 matches that we want to talk to you about, and they're 2 very different matches, so they're gonna be a little bit odd. But since we're in New York now, I want to go back to 2022 US Open.
Okay.
So we had on Francis Tiafoe a few months ago, and we spoke to him about that semifinal match he played against Carlos Alcaraz, where he lost in 5 sets. And he said he felt like that was his chance to maybe win a slam. Because obviously this is before Carlos won his first slam, and he felt like this was a huge opportunity. And when he lost that match, he said he was heartbroken for months and months. You were on the other side against Casper Ruud. How do you remember entering that match with your mindset? How do you remember experiencing the match? And then how did it affect you after the match ultimately went against you at the end?
Long story short, no, I mean, I
Not
remember.
too short, please.
Okay. No, I mean, I remember, yeah, it was also first semifinals for me. So in New York, after reaching quarterfinals in all slams, first of all, I remember the tournament was super tough for me. I played very long matches from the beginning of the tournament. I think 4 sets, 5 sets, 5, and one more 5. And then I had 2 days between, so I was like completely destroyed, and I had a completely day off the first day because I finished with Nick Kyrgios that match, I think around 2 a.m. I came back to the room around, I don't know, 2:30, 3. We had the treatment, so I went to sleep at 5.
Yeah, sleep schedule destroyed.
So I was done for the day, for the night. I missed the night, so I was really woke up, I don't know, at 12 at 1 p.m. depressed that the day is already half day is gone of my day off. We went with my wife
You should have watched Andrey's video.
no, to be happy after. No, we went for a brunch with my wife, and then basically nothing, like a really day off in New York. And next day I trained to prepare for this match. And yeah, of course, okay, if I would tell you that I was not nervous, obviously I was nervous when I played Casper. I mean, also because him and Carlos, they were fighting for also number 1. I mean, they were both in the other halves of semifinals. So from one side, I knew that it's a first experience for me to play semifinals. On the other side, like Francis said, yeah, once you're in semifinals, you are thinking about winning, obviously, even more. You have this in your hands in a way. So that's why the match was. I started well. We were like very close. The first tiebreaker, I think, was basically making the difference, even though I won the third set. But I think this tiebreaker was the key to start the semifinals, I would say. But look, after that, I was not depressed like Francis. Okay. I mean, basically, I reached another semifinal in Australian Open in a few months later. So, yeah, in tennis, that every week you have opportunity, every week you have a chance to do better, and you have to be ready for that. If you are not ready mentally, physically, playing-wise, and then nothing can help you, let's say.
Before we get into the second match, I'm just curious about, obviously we have a few guys at the top of the game, like you have the Djokovic, Alcaraz, Sinner, these kind of guys, Zverev, who's doing really well, and then there's the next set of guys who always make pushes go deep. How do you approach some of these matches when you're playing some of these big guys? Like, are you thinking more of your preparation and your performance, or how much does it go into, like what you said just now, in that match you were just describing about guys looking for world number 1, they're trying to go for a certain amount of slams. Do you think of spoiling their parties at all, or is it more just your preparation on your side?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, obviously, I think you approach as you have to approach. It doesn't matter if I play against you or I play against Carlos, of course.
What does that mean?
It means he's good as Carlos. I mean, no, but really, you know what I'm saying. Like from a mental standpoint, sure. Yeah, it's a different matchup, semifinals than the first round. But at the same time, you don't want to lose in the first round as well. So every opponent, every round is different. You have to be ready. I mean, and that's why, you think about yourself, obviously, how you're going to approach, but you need to think about him, how he will approach as well. He's also nervous to play for world number 1. You think it's like, they bring him on a plate, like I get this coffee, No.
I think it's a real, it's a real freeing feeling in that aspect to think that you're not the only one thinking about performing. They also have to perform as well. You're not the only one feeling these feelings on the court. It's kind of something we've been talking about recently, but the second match we would like to talk to you about, and bear with us, for context, everyone, I play on the Challenger Tour, and I've spent some time with Bernard Tomic, and he was telling me a few months ago that, breaking top 100 again is too hard. He thought it was too difficult. You have to get too many points. Too many players are good. Obviously, he's had an up and down career, but you've played him recently.
I try to help him, yeah.
So that's what
if you want to point that out, yes. I literally try to help.
So that's what I want to talk about. What was it like playing him? What was the approach to that match? Obviously, I didn't see the whole match, but I saw the end, and he was lighting up, playing super aggressive. So just curious about how it was to play him and what it was in that situation when he's also not playing like how he normally plays, in the sense of normally he doesn't play that fast. He slides the ball around the court. but against you, I saw him being super aggressive, at least at the end of the match. So I guess, and also, what was the reaction at the end? How tough was it?
Look, I know Bernard pretty well because when I was just junior also, I think he at that moment already made a statement. He started to play good. He was top 20, and we trained in IMG Academy in Boletieri for a few days with him. I think it was between Indian Wells and Miami, if I'm right. Or maybe it was in summer. I don't remember. So I remember really how much work with his father he was putting in, and that's why I think he was that good from young age. Then obviously I would not comment what happened later, with him, and everybody has, tough situations. So I don't want to judge him or to say what he did. I was not with him. So, but obviously I know that he's a very talented player. He has this skills or ability to touch the balls, like you say, slice. He's playing, like a lot of counterattacks, he's bringing you in, and then he's forcing you to miss, let's say, beside that he's playing flat shots. He has a good serve as well, but look, from my standpoint, I played a disaster match, honestly. Not saying in a cocky way that, I can, but I know that I could play better. It was super difficult condition for me and for him as well, of course, super humid. I think I didn't sweat like that. Never. I changed literally clothes 3 times. I couldn't hold the racket. Yeah. But again, it's not excuses. It's a fact. In tennis, you need to deal with those challenges every day. So I couldn't deal with those challenges. He was better than me that day, and that's it. So, but I didn't really play good, or I didn't feel like I could do something. It was a really strange match. Let's say from my standpoint. And
then after a match like that, what's your process like? Bouncing back and getting right to it, because as tennis players we have a lot of opportunities to play a lot of weeks. So how is it for you after going through a match like that, I guess, recovering and going again the next week?
In this moment was the first tournament in American tour. I was thinking more about the next Masters thousands, try to regroup and try to think, okay, at the end, listen, we erase this match, let's say, from my memory, and we try to focus on the next ones and the Grand Slam, of course, because these are the tournaments ahead of me that I can really try to improve and do better. That was the only thought in my mind in this moment. I was, let's say, not devastated. I was not completely broken. Okay, I don't know if you can swear here, but
I normally do, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I mean, shit happens. I mean, I don't
know. So how are you feeling about your form right now going into US Open?
Good question. Yeah. Same as I felt after Los Cabos.
And
so nothing changed in this week.
So the question for me then would be, you spoke about playing 5 sets and how physical it is, but also it gives you more time in matches to find out how you're playing. So is form less important going into a slam than it would be say going into a Masters where the matches are quicker? Does it give you more comfort knowing that you have time to figure out a match if you get to that stage?
Yeah, look, normally I like to play best of 5 because, again, I think that's why it makes it special, the Grand Slams, because you to beat even a good player, you need to win 3 sets. So it makes the job much more difficult. You can play great for 1 set, you can play great for 2 sets, but okay, let's see, also because there is a physical aspect, there is mental aspect, and then as the match goes further, you have more chances, like a snake, to go around.
Suffocate.
Suffocate, the opponent, So, look, to be honest, jokes aside, I'm physically feeling fit. Mentally, of course, could have been better. The losses, they don't help, obviously, but at the same time, look, again, you need to remind yourself that those are already in the past, and you need to think about forward, what is next. And the next is a big tournament, Grand Slam, that that we put all the effort, all the work every day to play well. So at the end of the day, you need to perform here, and I will try my best to perform good. So I would not think even too much about how deep you can go. No, just match by match. I mean, that's it. You don't think winning straight away. You cannot win. You cannot jump from first round to the final. You have opponents before, so you have to try to beat them. So this is what you have to I think, focus on. Otherwise, it's too many things to think, and then, your brain can explode. Literally. So too many thoughts. You need to try to put them down and to put them in the right place. Let's say.
So it's like a step-by-step process mentality. And with that, curious, do you have any superstitions or routines that you always stick to during tournaments?
I had before when I was younger, let's say. I'm still young, but like when I was younger, I think later they kind of a little bit disappeared, because, I was taking the same shower, but I didn't win the US Open. So,
Okay.
I mean, I didn't play still my second semifinals here. So at the end of the day, I don't know if they work really,
So
these are the things that you create in your brain
Yeah.
that, okay, if I do this, I would put the ball inside the court.
So now you don't
Not
use the
really.
same shower again that you did back then?
Actually, I still do, but I mean,
It's more routine.
I still
than-
believe.
This guy here, he puts his rackets in his bag, always Wilson side up.
That's not superstition. That's
100%.
organization.
And he
Yes.
can't leave his room if it's not spotless. In the
He wants to see that it's for sure Wilson racket he has in the
Make
side
sure
of the
no one
bag,
stole his racket,
For
so-
sure, yeah.
On that, we've spoken to a few players, and many agree that the pre-match toilet is necessary. Do you feel the same way?
Sometimes too much. Too much, yes. But like I think it's in all sports. I think it's okay. I don't know. Sometimes it's nerves. Sometimes it's I guess maybe I drink too much. Also water to be hydrated.
Yeah.
You drink from the night before, then you drink in the morning. So sometimes it's a mix of things. Depends what you eat, what you drink. Like if you drink coffee, obviously it will be much more needed to go to the bathroom. I mean, so this is what you have to. Watch out, sorry.
So, question for you, but also for the room. So, Jody and I share an apartment. So, in the bathroom, if the toilet roll runs out and I put it back, for me, I don't give a shit which way it is. If it's the toilet paper's over the top or under the bottom. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care. But he was like cursing me out, like, bro, it has to be on top. It matters so much. Like, it's
Absolutely.
so annoying to have to pull from the bottom. So, for the room, by show of hands or whatever you want to do, does it matter which way the toilet paper is?
Absolutely.
I'm the one
Thank
tripping.
you very much. Thank you very much.
How do you feel? You care?
I now I will check in my hotel.
Can we get show of hands over the top? Show of hands. Feel like that's-
Over the top, you mean?
Yeah,
Like this?
It comes down, you
So,
pull it down,
Yeah,
as opposed to
yeah.
like just pulling from under.
Yeah, absolutely.
In my
These
hotel,
things are
In
important.
my hotel is from the top.
That's
Sure.
right.
But do you
Correct.
care, is what I mean. Or shit is a shit.
In
Right?
In a
Pretty
way,
much.
in a way, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks so much to everybody who's been watching the pod. It would mean a lot to us if you can like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos.
Please!
Well, you're not going to be in it, I don't think.
So obviously your game style, very aggressive baseliner. You hit the ball big off both sides, but obvious to see on your forehand side, very extreme grip. Coming up, did anyone ever try to like change your forehand grip? Was there ever battles about that between coaches and yourself, or not really?
Look, we had this discussion because there are always in every shot there are advantages and disadvantages. I think the guys who have, let's say, unique shots, not unique, sorry, universal shots in all aspects of the game. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? So this, like, he doesn't have weaknesses, let's say. But normally, if you have, let's say, Eastern open grip, you have problem with the topspin. If you have too much like Western grip, you have a problem maybe with a faster ball.
Fast, flat
So
balls, yeah.
always there is something, right? So at the end of the day, you need to put on the paper what are advantages, what disadvantages, and then to think. We were thinking about like, okay, maybe slightly change, but like literally, you need a lot of time for that, like for your brain to process and to do it, because when you play automatic. You don't think. It's like less than a second to think where you play, how you come. It's in your body already, in your brain. How you hit, how you rotate. You never forget how to ride a bike. So here is the same. You are doing automatic shots, and I think in order to achieve that, maybe you need 6 months minimum to just daily try to do from basket, like slowly, then starting the higher speed. So I even didn't want to consider this, let's say, risk or this experiment with me, in order to gain something from that, So I think once I have a timing, once I have the the right, let's say, weapon in my hands, you know, the right tension, everything. So then it's about me hitting the ball, and the way I hit it, I just need to go to practice to hit it better. So this is kind of my view on that.
I like how you think. You keep things simple. You try to just simplify everything.
I mean, not simple, but it is. I mean, like I mentioned, like if you change, I don't know if sometimes it can be for better, can be for worse.
Yeah.
So do you want to play this game, you know, like to see what it can be? I thought in this moment, like, if you ask me if when I was 15, maybe it could be an option, you know, but 17, 18, 20, I would say it was already too late to do this experiment.
You're too good already. You're already ending careers and juniors.
Do you think now with a 30, let's say, and then I will be like doing like do serve and volley,
like McEnroe.
chip and charge, and then maybe I should change my game completely. Yeah.
So it's interesting because we spoke to Dieter Kaye. For those who don't know, Dieter Kaye is a world-renowned racket expert. He does customization for a lot of the top players, and he used to string and all these things. And he was a part of the process of switching rackets for Potapova.
Okay.
She plays also very extreme grip. I think she played with the blade, I'm assuming, and then she switched to the Defyer.
No, I think, wait, I try to remember with which racket she played. Not Ultra? No, not Ultra.
Not sure which one, but I think it was a more control racket versus when she switched to the Defyer. And he said that based on her technique, she would struggle to get the ball up and down when she's inside the court because of just the way the racket works. So they switched her to the Defyer, and she had an immediate impact on her game. It improved. So we feel like it's a good time to talk about what we're all here for, obviously, which is the Defyer racket journey. Okay. But before we get there, I'd like to speak to you about your decision making. So 2018, you win the Paris Masters. Would you agree that Novak Djokovic is probably the greatest player of all time?
I think definitely. I mean, definitely by the records and everything. Yeah.
And would you agree that if something isn't broken, you shouldn't fix it?
In a way, yes.
So can you explain to me why the fuck, after you beat Novak Djokovic and won the Masters, you switched rackets?
But it was 8 years ago, right?
No, but then. So like you won Paris.
I mean, at that time.
And then right after, the next year, you came back and you were playing with a brand that we probably can't say in this room.
Yeah. No. Okay. I was actually trying. I mean, I definitely can say that this was a mistake. I mean, look, we learn over the years. I think it was not the right moment to test it. You know, especially straight after this big win. You know, basically the best moment in this moment, the best moment of your career. You know, but in this moment, I thought maybe I could play with a baseball bat. Anything. You know. Yes. So I was wrong. You know, I was wrong definitely, and you know, I was trying for 3 months, I think, and then this was the because you know I start to lose confidence. So this was the moment where I could actually gain more confidence from the beginning of the year. Yeah. And if I play right and well, you know, I could really already break into top 10 straight away. You know, play maybe Grand Slam and another Masters better. So, you know, I lost, let's say, 3 months, but maybe even more, because with the confidence you lose sometimes more time, you know. So yeah, it was a wrong decision. Yeah.
Can I ask what you were looking for during the moment? Was it just like a business thing where it's like, okay, maybe it makes sense because of deals, whatever, or was it actually something in your game you wanted to improve or change?
I would say it was two things. It was business and also, in a way, thinking of, you know, because okay, Novak Djokovic. If we go deeper into the discussion. No, Djokovic played with Wilson, with old. I think I don't remember if K Factor or maybe no, it was not K Factor. Another, it was called another, like with the orange. You remember when he won the first Australia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Encode maybe.
Okay, so then after he changed to head, and then I don't remember if he before played with head and changed to Wilson back to head. Doesn't matter. The
Bleep
order.
Head every time we say it.
Yeah, so I thought like, okay, after that he changed to head, but it took him nearly 1.5 years to find the right racket. But still, he was so good that he was still winning and being top 10, you know. So maybe in a way I thought like, okay, I can find maybe something even better that can suit me, and you know, I will be playing even better. So again, I'm not Novak Djokovic, so and I was wrong. So
and we live and we learn. So to the Defyer now, this guy. The way he switched, I thought it was a funny way to switch. So at the beginning of this year, he started with the pro stuff. He went to the
I've
challenge.
been with the pro staff for 2 years before already. I
Yeah.
was using pro staff already.
And he was doing well. But he started in the Challenger in San Diego, I believe. And I think they lost 6-3, 6-love in the dubs match. And then I
played amazing.
Yeah. So then I get a call on FaceTime like 2 days later. And he's like, bro, watch me hit with this racket. I think it feels so good. I don't know how good I'm playing. He has at the time we were calling it the Python. He has it in his hand and he's hitting. He's like, bro, am I playing good? Am I playing good? I'm like, bro, it's this big on the screen. I can't tell how you're playing, but whatever. He picks the racket up. I think did Evan give you another one?
I had an extra one, but I use the same one every day.
So he used one racket for the tournament and he won the Cleveland Challenger the next week. And then obviously since then he's been playing with the Defyer. So just curious, what was your origin story with this racket? And also what were you looking for at the time? Like why were you interested in testing rackets again?
I mean, look, yeah, I would say the time changed. Like from COVID, like I have the feeling that the conditions and the balls and courts changed, let's say, quite a bit. So I think, again, coming back to whatever, Paris or another tournaments, earlier in my career, I had great results, reaching semifinals, with my Blade Pro racket. So this was my racket since the moment I changed to Wilson. I think from 19 years old, if I'm right. And it's been my weapon until last year, let's say.
Or your baby. Yeah.
So until last year. Then again, I was feeling, despite reaching those results, that, like I say, balls become more heavy in more tournaments. Like, let's say now, for example, here in US, they are flying much more the Wilson balls. But let's say mostly the conditions became heavy, and then it was more difficult to go through against the guys like Alcaraz or Novak or another Sinner, like who are very great defenders. And if the temperature is low, I need to string really low tension. So anyway.
How low were you getting on the tension? How low were you getting on the tension?
I started, let's say, a long time ago, I was stringing like around 25, 23 kilos, 24,
Okay.
26 sometimes. And lately I was stringing like 21, 22, so I dropped already like 3-4 kilos, yeah. Like when I started with Wilson the first year in Australia, guess my tension, which was?
In Australia, it's hot there. Let's say, yeah,
It's probably
20,
up more.
26, 27?
35.
Oh my goodness.
35 kg.
Yes. I strung when I was 19
How
years
was your
old.
arm?
Still here, still with me, but that's why, so I was dropping year by year. That's why. So at the end of the day, I felt like, okay, maybe now, last year on grass, there is a moment to try something new. And I heard that Wilson was developing, let's say, a new generation of rackets after so many years, like you say, pro stuff, Blade, those are the rackets which are having success over the years on the market and, for amateurs, for professionals, So I wanted to try right away, the prototypes, and that's how I switched. Like I said, for me, I'm quite sensitive, let's say. I don't need to test 3 days. I can test in 15 minutes and know if I like it or not. Like for me, the feeling would not change, let's say, so much. From 15 minutes hit, or if I hit 2 hours, then I know if I need to adapt a little bit my swing or not. But at the end, the racket has to fit you. You don't need to adapt to the racket, to be honest. Like it has to be, if you adapt your game to the strings and to the racket, it's a little bit more complicated. Again, you're changing techniques, maybe you change your swings, your shots, you're thinking about it, and then it comes again into your head. So you cannot play naturally, you cannot play free,
Go on.
Yeah.
How different was when I was switching, the mistake that I made, I guess, was that I took my pro staff setup, I made it similar. I made the I guess at the time everyone was calling it the Python, the P98. I made that setup very similar to the pro staff, and I didn't like it at all. Like I hit a few balls that had like really good shape, but I felt like I wouldn't be able to manage that. The difference was 3 weeks.
The weight, you mean the weight and the specs, right?
Yes,
like,
I think I just had it set up way too heavy. So then 3 weeks later, when I hit with it again, it was more similar to like the stock weight. I think this racket, you have to swing it a little bit. It has to be a little bit lighter so you can swing it fast. So I'm just curious, when you were making the switch, did you make your specs the same as the Blade specs and then you went there, or did you mess around? How much did you mess around with the weights?
That's quite, let's say, not the problem, but let's say I'm still trying to find the right way that I like it, let's say, overall on all surfaces, you understand?
I agree.
Because like when you switch a racket, let's say, if I change the specs, let's say I change the string, I change the racket, so it's too many changes, you know, then you are not sure at the end what's the difference. No, you know what's the difference, but then you need to think too much, like basically if you like it or not. So I wanted from the beginning different feel on the racket, like that the ball goes more power, easier, you know, more spin maybe even, you know, and this is what I was looking for at the beginning. So if I compare with my Blade Pro, so it was there already, like, you know, and I started to think after, like, okay, first step is to try the same, then maybe you can make small modifications to adapt it better, to feel better. So that's what I'm still doing, like trying to find the right setup with the specs, with the tensions, with the string, you know, to see that I can play really overall, because I feel that I like the racket a lot, and I, you know, that's why that's the reason why I changed last year, you know, and it was actually working quite well. Now I mean, it's sometimes it's, you know, it's many things like we discussed in tennis, right? So it can be mental, can be physical, can be another thing why you have some, you know, ups and downs, let's say.
So like his story, he only had one racket his first tournament. How many did you have when you started playing with it?
With one, I played, but we played on grass. So I played in Halle. I switched in Halle. So I was playing a match with no, actually I had one racket, I think.
You had one racket.
But on grass court, you never break a racket.
Yeah, I was
you never
indoors.
break strings. So
really,
and my pattern still is 18-20.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
So that's why, you know, it was small holes, like.
Yeah.
But you don't get tight that maybe it's gonna pop. And what would you do in that situation? You had your other ones with you.
Blade
I
Pro.
had my old ones.
Yeah.
I would play for a few games with the old one. It would be a shit show, but yeah.
And are you with the specs? Is it in your head a lot? Because like we were speaking to Alex Blocks, and he said he went through a period for 2 years where every time he lost a match, he was changing the specs.
I spoke with him yesterday about it.
Did you? Are you similar? Do you have this issue sometimes or not really?
For me, it's not actually about the specs. It's about, like I said, the right combination of strings, specs, and the tension, let's say. Okay. So it's a little bit, I would say, more things.
More complicated.
More things, yes. Yes, but like I told you, again, right away I can notice and I can feel if I like it or not, like with a few shots, you know? Mm-hmm. So it is true that, look, how your head works. Some loses, they don't help you, obviously. No, you know, they bring more doubts. Mm-hmm. So then at the end, those doubts, they can be in a racket, they can be in yourself, in the whatever, mental, it can be physical, like, you know, what am I missing, why it's not working. So at the end, only you have the keys, you have the answers to those questions. Yeah. So you need to understand that everything is like a puzzle, like one thing, it's like a chain, one thing depends on the other one. You know, once you feel confident with your, let's say, I call it weapon, with your weapon, then you are confident in your shots, then you can build the game around that. So maybe sometimes you feel physically unfit, let's say, or something is missing, then you cannot run for 3 hours. Again, you're gonna drop at one point, so then the confidence drops, so that then mentally you are down. So everything depends on each other.
Everything's combined, yeah.
Before we move on, I'm just curious, what was the routine in Halle? Because when I had one racket, I would warm up for the match, take the racket to the stringer, get it strung fresh, then use it for the match, and then that's how I repeat every single day. Were you the same?
Yeah, I played only one match actually with one racket. Then the other two arrived. So then I was a little bit more. I was a little bit more safe. So only one match I played with one racket. So exactly the same. I warmed up, restrung the racket. And then I had the fresh one for the match, finished it, you know, or next day I warmed up with the same racket, again restrung, so then the other two arrived.
What about when you get a brand new racket? Don't you feel it a little bit different than if you use it for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's also very tricky question, because sometimes also when people, they don't know, I guess, or some of them they know, sometimes the paint can even make a difference, you know, when they change the colors, but this is very personal. Like I would say, Some people they do feel, some people they don't care, and they just say, some players really, I spoke to them, they say, I didn't even notice that it was a different paint. I don't know. Like, you know, he's focused too much on the balls than, you know, where to hit and how, so which is great for him, you know, for them. So for me, yeah, I mean, I think it depends. Sometimes it makes difference, sometimes not.
Okay.
I know we have a little time constraint here, so I would love to get into my favorite part of the show, which is the trivia. You are going to compete with Mr. Jody McGinley here, the greatest of all time from Antigua.
Yes?
Yeah, and we're going to play first to three.
MVP?
He's won maybe 5 times in the last 2 years.
Yeah, my form is not good,
Yeah,
I will say.
No, he's not. He's in bad form right now. So I'm going to read out the question to you, and if at any point you think you know the answer, you can cut me off and you can answer. But if you're wrong, I read the rest of the question, and he can also answer. And if he's also wrong, you can try one more time.
Then you answer.
No, we can try one more time, and if you guys are both wrong twice, go to the next question. But first, the 3 correct answers, best out of 5, like the Grand Slams, and we'll have a winner here today. He begged me yesterday for no math, so the first question is going to be math.
Sick.
No,
Unreal.
I'm joking. First question is, who am I? I'm going to give you a player's career stats and some attributes, and you can tell me who the person is. So question number 1.
You nervous or what?
A little bit. A little bit. Question number 1. Who am I? Career high number 1. This player had a one-handed backhand, retired, nasty slice, European, played with white grips,
Fed.
no, 7 Grand Slams, from Belgium. You can answer whenever you feel like it. It's a woman.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He said Fed.
Justin and
Too good.
Ali,
Too good.
1-0.
I wasn't allowed to answer, bro. I
good,
can't
bro.
do it.
Question number 2. Name a
This is why you
city.
need patience. This is why you need patience in this game. Okay.
Name me a city that starts with the letter N.
New York.
New York.
1-1.
Thank
My
you very much.
dog
Thank
on
you
the
very
board.
much. I'll take that.
1-1.
I'll take that.
Okay, if you take only these questions, I understand how.
Hey, I'll take all the wins. Any win is necessary.
Okay. Question number 3. I'm gonna give you the lyrics to a song, and I want you to tell me the artist that's.
So bad with songs, so maybe
Are
you
you?
can. Okay.
Girl, it's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down?
50 Cent.
Wow, you don't know that song, 21 Questions, 50 Cent?
I mean, the way you maybe if
have
you
to
give me
sing
the
it.
beat,
Sing it?
if you give me the beat, if you give me the beat,
It's
yeah,
easy to
then
love me
maybe.
now. Would you love me? Nah, we done with that one. 2-1, McGinley. Okay. Name me a player whose name starts with the letter J.
The name?
Come
or
on,
J.
surname?
J. The letter J.
Jody McGinley. That can't count.
Jamie Murray.
We do another one.
Yeah, come on. We're going on.
Okay. Okay, I got you. In Halle, how many rackets did Karen have
1,
before his second round match?
2, 3.
That's. Oh my goodness.
Tiebreaker.
Okay. Here we go. Come on, lock in.
Jody, lock in right now. As of today, okay, I'm gonna give you the player's name, and whoever's closest to the ranking wins the point. So I'm gonna give you the player's name, the ranking, closest wins the point. As of today, what is Karen Khachanov ranked?
Does anyone want to help me?
As of today.
Don't disrespect me, eh?
Do you?
Monday, August 24th.
Can I be completely honest? Okay, here we go.
This is a lose-lose, I feel like, for you.
No one is helping me in this room.
No, I will be.
I did. Okay, let's
you know?
go.
Look, I didn't check the rankings the last 4 weeks.
I love that.
on purpose. On purpose, you know?
I'm gonna go with 18.
Okay.
Is that way off?
No, way off. That's why the first. Okay. Wait. I will tell you now. Wait. 46.
39, but my brother,
Okay.
you get the W. Jody has
Too
lost
good.
again.
Too good, well played. As soon as he said, "Don't disrespect me," I said, "I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna go higher for sure." Higher for sure.
And you can.
Look, Karen, I don't know how much you've seen the show, but we appreciate you joining us today. It was a lot of fun. But look, Justin and I have been at this podcast now 3 years, roughly, and there's some people who have no choice but to support us, like our parents and some of our friends, but we feel like the players showed us a lot of support at the beginning. They supported us a lot. They came on the show, but there's also some people here today that we just want to say a special thank you to. So first of all, Matt, I don't know, oh, Matt's right here on the camera. Matt was one of the first people to hit us very early in our process. He's one of the best guys on the camera.
That's his weapon right there, boy.
/ producer / editor using his Defyer
Wilson?
right there.
Wilson?
No, the Sony
No,
FX3.
You don't want to see him on the tennis court. You don't want to see him on the
His
tennis
backhand
court.
sucks.
And then recently we had Josh and Danny. I don't know where Danny is, but also joined the team recently. So we want to say a special thank you for them for, I guess, supporting us and taking a chance on us when they didn't need to. Also, we want to say a special thank you to Renu and Wilson. Also, this is one of probably our first big partnership, and we're really happy to be a part of the family, so we can't thank you enough. And then the audience today, this was really special, and we, we're really grateful to share an experience like this with you today. And then lastly, Karen, to you.
My brother's sitting right there, brother. What's wrong with you?
Alexis, I apologize.
Come on, dog.
And then
That's crazy. Alex Media in the back. My dog. From
Alex
Brain
is-
Idiots and Flagrant.
correct.
Come on. What?
And then, yeah, Karen, just, we know this is not how you typically spend your Monday mornings at 9 o'clock. So we wish you all the best with US Open this year and for the rest of the year. And we appreciate sharing this moment with you. So
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
you.
Thank you.
I
Thanks for
mean,
coming.
Keep doing what you do. I mean, good luck to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
So you know you're wrong, right? You've been sitting there watching this video, haven't liked it, haven't subscribed to the channel, no comments. Show the boys some love, myself being stingy.